Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Christopher Curtis Bowen, in this evening edition of Fiber Liberty. It is the 19th of March 2000. Excuse me, it's the 20th of March 2018, and there's many evanescent continuational moments, specifically as in ideas, specifically actually just in creations, manifestations, and abilities that are continuing to ascend. Acceleration of the manifestation ability innate in all beings and creativity and life itself, and just some key things, specifically, more pertaining to just awareness in general, just about stuff that's going on. So there's lots of course, good news, lots of good news that's happening with the arrest of the Cabal. And, of course, the liberation of the planet is continuing, and what's incredibly important is that we continue to develop the light and then create and develop and, really manifest what we want to manifest on this planet. And continued order and balance will issue and support every action, and even accelerate it, and even continue the creation and accelerate the law of attraction. And then, of course, that continues to allow whatever types of evanescent whatever type of evanescent presences or sort of light rain, I like to call it, and as in, like, imagine light particles falling upon the earth, and then, of course, just the fact that everything is one, all beings, like imagine, of course, all human beings as being one with one another, all holding hands, and even greater is, like, to imagine every human being holding hands. If you would like to, for example, use this analogy as an example, astral projection of every human being in a circle around the earth, holding hands, in the low Earth orbit, or like in the stratosphere, like just like kind of embracing, and that's cool. That's kind of a cool concept to understand, to kind of get more of an idea of how we can interact with one another, and therefore encourage the anchoring of light. And that's really what a lot of this is about. It's important, of course, to continue to anchor the light as the light is continuing to be anchored, and to anchor the light of the of higher realities and of higher dimensions. And I'm going to be saying that a lot more. One, of course, because this is my responsibility, and of course because I'm learning more about it each and every moment and each and every day. More specifically, so there are definitely exopolitical developments that are occurring. Of course, lots is going behind the scenes. Of course, what can definitely be, what I guess I could, let's say, is assume, which is not too far from the truth, and in essence in the truth, and it is ultimately a major part of disclosure in general, is, of course, the development or just the release of all the, and that's actually, well, let me just get to the point. The release of many advanced technologies and of course advanced things, and that's all being prepared at the proper time. And there's a proper time and place, etc. So of course, patience is of one of the utmost importance, and of course, the another thing of the utmost importance is to retain the elegance of grace in everyday life. And what's also present and clear is also the fact that grace is it's always present, it's omnipresent. It's like an omnipresent field, and grace is like that. Grace is its own definition. Grace is grace. So that is a strong attribute of many different types of Okay, so here's the thing. Multi, for example, let's go for simple reasons to accomplish. Ultimately, this in a way is a new way of perceiving accomplishment and the love of self, the unconditional love, and the auric energy, the diamond light, and the ascension of planet Earth. It's an epic time, and it's amazing. It really, really is amazing. There are a lot of developed understandings of unity and increased ascended thought forms and higher vibrations, and that's very key, very important, and very valuable to, well, so, for example, celestial beings, the awareness of celestial beings, and of course just the presence of celestial beings, or just general, just the fact that celestial beings are alive and exist, and for example, such as angelic beings as well, and light beings as well. It is very key, and of course, and ultimately we're all light beings, which is important to know, because of course, higher dimensions, that's always present, and we're obviously entering fifth dimension, which is a very beautiful way to view this grid, or for example, the Earth grid, and there's lots of beautiful, amazing changes. And this is your host, Christian Marcus Bones, the edition of Fire of Liberty, guardian of light, being of light, angelic, ascending being of anchoring light, light being of patience, steadfastness. That's the cool thing about anchoring light, is because I can do that. So that's one of the amazing things I love to do, and can do very well. So this is your host, Christian Marcus Bones, and the edition of Fire of Liberty. I love you all.